to be very clear on this. There is no issue this session more important to me than this issue. I am tired of telling desperate and hurting families that we have no treatment options available in Georgia.
Georgia's Speaker of the House, David Ralston, declaring mental health reform priority number one. Today, he introduced a new bill to tackle issues exposed in 11 Alive's year-long investigation into child abandonment. Our Keeping series shows why many parents feel forced to trade custody of their child to get the mental and behavioral health care. Reveal investigator Rebecca Lindstrom is live at the state capitol. And Rebecca, lawmakers agreeing today it has to stop now.
Speaker Ralston says he hopes Georgians look back on this day as the beginning of true mental health reform. And he says this 74-page bill is where it starts. The name of our abandonment series is Keeping. It is the idea of keeping children at home, keeping them safe, and for some, keeping them alive.
I never imagined we'd be sitting where we are today.
Cry a little.
I just don't want my child to die.
We have told you the stories of children like Kaylee and Jacob, who spent time in state custody because their parents believed it was the only way to get them treatment.
Why is Georgia forcing families to do this? This to me is a dirty little secret.
One way House Bill 1013 tries to fix that is through mental health parity. Now get used to those three words because you are going to hear them a lot this session. What this bill does is it requires insurance providers, whether private or government funded, to prove they are equally covering mental and medical health.
Uniform process to complain about parity, uniform process to have standards by which they have to comply with parity. I think for Georgians, that's going to close a lot of loopholes.
The bill creates several programs to identify and help familiar faces. Those are the ones that keep cycling through the jail's emergency rooms or treatment programs. Get away from me! We've shown how children like Kaylee with complicated diagnoses keep getting passed around state agencies instead of getting care. Kevin Tanner, who helped draft the legislation, says we used to have these local teams that would wrap around these families to help.
We've lost that over the years as we've entered this siloing effect, and I think this bill starts moving us back in the right direction.
The bill creates more levels of outpatient care, so there's something in between residential treatment and that weekly visit with your therapist. And it creates a loan forgiveness program to encourage more people to study psychiatry and behavioral health. Because here's the harsh reality. Even if these children suddenly got access to everything they needed, there aren't enough people in our state to treat them. This bill is the most comprehensive, but it is not the only one introduced this session to deal with mental health access. And while the Speaker was surrounded by supporters today, it's going to take more than that to get the bill passed. That is why we have posted this and all of the legislation that's been introduced on our website so that you can take a look, become educated on the issues, and let your lawmakers know what you think.
All right, Rebecca, thank you. We'll see where it goes from here. You can find the entire Keeping series on our website, where Rebecca also sits down to talk about what triggered our investigation. There also is a page of resources for those in need of help and a few ideas for those moved by these stories to get involved. Just go to 11alive.com/keeping.